for the objectives, Christian, I will now introduce Karen. Karen's experience ranges from cradle to grave, connecting with parents to be in her birth classes as she is taught hypnosis, to caregiving for clients with dementia as they enter their end of life stages. Today, Karen is going to provide us with her experience on connecting with her audience. With her speech entitled Less is More, please help me welcome Karen Reed.
Well, hello, everybody. On this Tuesday after the long weekend, it's always difficult to get out of bed and get yourself motivated after having way too much fun on the long weekend. Today, I'm going to talk to you about connecting with your audience. Now, the audience that I have in my life is the two teenagers that I live with. Now, there have been some small signs that I'm no longer connecting with them. Signs such as, the normal mom, the eye rolling, the tone of voice when they said, I heard you the first time, or, okay, mom, I got it. All of these signs made me aware that I needed to relearn how to connect with them. No longer is my life being cultivated by stop, don't cross the street until you walk both ways, but to try and catch up with them as they leapfrogged into these teenage years. So I called an expert on this topic. An experienced mom told me, keep it simple, keep it direct, and no assumptions. So for example, you cannot assume anymore that when you give the direction, take the clothes out of the dryer, that they're going to do anything more than simply moving the pile of clothes from the dryer to somewhere on the floor outside the dryer. So what I've learned to do in order to connect with my audience is to write or text a note that says, take the clothes out of the dryer by, and then specify a time frame. Fold the clothes. Put the folded clothes away in your closet. Because it would be an assumption to say, put the folded clothes away. That could simply mean put the folded clothes on the floor somewhere that's not beside the dryer. Put the folded clothes on the bedroom, maybe. So be simple, be direct, no assumptions. The second thing that I've been learning is that timing is everything. It used to be very simple to connect to my audience. We would sit down at the dining room table and I would ask one of two questions. The first one, who threw up at school today? Or who got hurt on the playground at recess? And the conversation would just start flowing. Now it's like between the grunts or the eye rolling, you never know what to expect. What I have found is that you need to be flexible and to expect the unexpected. You never know when that gateway is going to open, whether it's driving home from practice or making that 2-minute trek to the mailbox, when simply the connection is going to happen and your teenager is going to start sharing about their lives. It's very similar to that book that I read, How to Hug Your Porcupine. There's quills sticking up all over the place, and then for just that 30 seconds maybe, you have to figure out how to dive right in when their quills are down. But the third thing that I've learned is that I'm no longer cultivating to them all of my life experiences, all of my knowledge, all of my safety boundaries of keeping them safe. My role as in this communication experience is to simply learn about them and learn from them. Now, these acronyms have helped me to get a better understanding of them, which is PEACH. PEACH means what is their perceptions? What is their expectations? What is their assumptions? Their conflicts? What are their hopes? And then BFVN stands for what are their beliefs? What are their fears? What are their values? What are their needs? Because I am no longer making the assumption that all of these values and morals that I cultivated when they were younger, I've stuck with them as they've grown up into this leapfrog of teenage years. So I've learned to take a step back, be silent. Instead of asking factual questions, what time did you get home? What time are you going to be at school by? By simply saying and empathizing, that sounds really difficult. What did you decide? Or better yet, thanks for sharing. Let me know if you need anything else. Now, as my audience has matured, so has my connecting styles with them. I've learned that my audience is the driver. I need to listen. I need to be flexible, and less is more. Thank you very much, everybody. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.